Hello everyone, welcome to the video, and today in this video I am going to talk about John Locke, a great English empiricist philosopher, his life and his philosophy in a very brief way, in an easiest way. Thank you so much for being here. Watch this video and I believe that you will learn a lot about John Locke and his philosophy. John Locke was an English philosopher and a politician. He was born into a Puritan family in Rington, which is a small village in Somerset, and studied medicine at Oxford. His political thought was shaped by the Glorious Revolution of 1688. He was quite critical about the absolutist rule and therefore appealed to the liberal thinkers for generations. He justified the Glorious Revolution of 1688 in England. He is regarded as one of the early proponents of liberalism. His major work outlining his political ideas, two treatises of government, accentuated the significance of natural rights, which include right to life, liberty, and estate. His other major work was a letter concerning toleration. As you can see in my PC screen, about the very brief introduction of John Locke, as I already discussed, was born in August 29 in 1632 in Rington, Somerset, England, went to Westminster School and then Christ Church, University of Oxford. At Oxford, he studied medicine. It's really complicated that to tell how his thoughts shifted from medical field to social sciences, which would play a central role in his life. He became highly influential philosopher, writing about such topics as political philosophy, epistemology, and education. What's epistemology? We will make a separate lecture on it once we complete our series on the classical philosophers. Locke writings helped found modern Western philosophy. Well, here I would like to make it clear that John Locke criticized Thomas Hobbe's view that individual can lead a peaceful and harmonious life only under the absolute and undivided sovereign authority. He was not conceived that the absolute ruler would be trustworthy. He in fact upheld the Glorious Revolution that placed certain constitutional limits on the authority of English crown. Let's move to the next page. About his treatise, as I already said that we will also discuss his treatise. His treatise concerning the separation of church and state, religious freedom and liberty not only influenced the European thinkers such as French Enlightenment writer Voltaire, but shaped the thinkers of American founders from Alexander Hamilton and Thomas Jefferson. Locke conceived the state as a contrivance to defend the life, liberty, and property of its citizen. In other words, the basic purpose of the state lies in protecting the natural rights of the individuals. The society existed prior to the state, and the latter was established to guide the farmer. Locke's political views are comprehensively dealt with in his work, Two Treatises of Government. The first treatise was written as a response to the divine right of king, theory propounded by Sir Robert Filmer in his book Patriarcha, published in the year 1680. In his first treatise, Locke rejected Filmer's claim that royal power is based on the patriarchy and hence can neither be conferred nor be revoked by the people over whom it rules. Filmer referred to the Old Testament, in which Adam and his heirs were appointed by the divine authority as rulers to rule the world. Accordingly, all the subsequent rulers drew in some or other manners their authority from God. John Locke refused the idea of divine kingship and patriarchal rule as detailed by Filmer. However, in his second treatise, Locke presents his own ideas in a coherent manner. The title of his second treatise is entitled as Essay Concerning the True Original Extent and End of Civil Government. It is argued here that all men are born equal and each individual is the sovereign ruler of his own person. We can clearly say here that he was a great advocate of the individualism and the freedom of individuals. Is different theories concern pedagogical theory, education makes the man, and the theory of the self state, that is the associations of ideas made when young are more significant than those made when mature, because they are the founder of the self. However, in his second treaty, Locke presents his own ideas in a coherent manner, as I already discussed. In other words, what Locke tries to convey is that no one can be subjected to the rule of authority or to any law unless he or she provides his or her consent to do so. He writes in his regarded the liberty of man in society is to under no other legislative power but that established by consent in the commonwealth, none under the domination of any will or restraint of any law, but what the legislative shall enact, according to be trust put in it. Like Thomas Hobbes, Locke also based his theory of state and political obligations on the social contract. However, he significantly differs from Thomas Hobbes in his analysis and conception of social contract. He also uses the concept such as the state of nature and social contract to solve the issue as to why individuals need a state and what grounds from the basics to obey it. In a very simple word, he justified the glorious revolution of 1688, best known for his political treatise, the first treaty and the second treaty on politics. He criticized Hobbe's sovereign kings, a concept he stressed on the need of individual freedom.
Was our lecture for today, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe to this channel. Meet you in the next lecture. Goodbye.